What if you need to write landing page copy for a new offer that you're selling in your business? Or maybe you need to revive some stale copy that just isn't converting like the way you want it to, so people actually see the beauty in your new product or service. What if you didn't have to sit there and write for hours and hours trying to draft paragraphs that people were actually interested in reading? That's where Power Paragraphs come into play. It not only drafts the entire paragraphs for you, but in succession so that it makes sense and flows into the very next section of your copy, no matter what the offer is about. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to stop getting more generic paragraphs that you may be experiencing in other AI tools so that you can start getting more competent copy that actually works and sounds like you using Power Paragraphs. Let's dive in. So let's dive into Power Paragraphs. Now, if you haven't checked out the previous videos that is showing how to use these different offerings in succession, make sure you check those videos out. But if you are already ready to go with whatever it is that you want to use ClarityScribe for and you need help with the Power Paragraphs, this video will help you out. So up here at the top right, we're going to select what our product name, service, or feature it is that we want the paragraph to be about. And we need to describe what this paragraph should go into detail around. And we can see we have some prompt details that suggest to us how we can get the best results from this specific tool, asking what does it do and why does this matter? Now, you can use this area over here where your main copy will be and not just paste in information, but actually type out your question so that you will know what you're entering in over here without this going over here. Because as soon as you start to type something, that prompt information kind of goes away. So I like to have it over here to give me a bit more clarity. In this example, we're using this to create a course on creating and selling a personal brand membership program for solo content creating marketers. So the product name that we're going to use is just create something generic called the membership sales program. We'll type that in here so it knows what to reference or what to call it. And then based on what this particular area will be about, when we use the magic headline writer, this is the headline that we came up with. Now let's fill in the copy for the paragraph. Now off camera, I came up with what I want this to do for me based on the prompts that it's suggesting over here. So we're working on a paragraph on saving time for this specific membership program. And that's the pain point that our ideal target audience is dealing with that this paragraph should be relevant to. And this is the reasoning that I'm giving based on what we're going to be entering that I wanted to create a paragraph for. So we're going to paste this over here, make sure it formats correctly so it doesn't look weird. And then go ahead and click Create Copy. Let's take a look at some of the examples that it gave us. Do you feel like you don't have the time or energy to create a membership program for your business? You're not alone. I know a lot of us feel overwhelmed by the idea of creating something that generates recurring revenue or income, creates deeper connections with our audience, and expands our business beyond our product, services, and offerings. So that's pretty good. I like that one. And as you can see, as you go down from paragraph to paragraph, it's basically writing the copy for us. So let's give a little bit of space here. And if we just keep hitting the basically like the plus symbol, it'll add it to the top. So we don't want to do that. So I just want to format this out and paste all of these in. And if we read through this, this actually reads through like an actual section of a sales copy page. So I'm just going to condense this down so we can see everything on screen. We've already read the first section. Let's continue on. But here's the thing. If you don't take the time to create a membership program now, then you are missing out on a ton of those amazing benefits. That's why I'm so passionate about this program and why I want to help as many people as possible learn to create their own membership programs. Now, this is actually really good copy. And pro tip here, if you ever find yourself struggling to kind of make a sales video or a promo video, you can use Power Paragraphs. As you see, this is a great introduction or something that you can embed in your regular YouTube videos, in a live stream, or any other sales promotional content, even vertical content, just solely based off of this copy here, because this is very, very strong. Now, let's say this is not on brand for your voice style and it's not something that you really want. We can come up here, select somebody different. So let's select Nick as the person that we want this to be on. With Nick selected, let's say we want to do the whole voice style just to make it a little bit more on brand, or at least give a section or a paragraph a different tone. Initially, you might think to select the whole thing and then rewrite just the whole section, but to get the most accurate results and to use the rewrite feature, we need to only select just a little bit at a time. So I'm gonna create a new section here, hit the plus symbol to create a bullet point. That way I can paste in when it gives me the new one, it will still come above this section. It's no way at the moment for it to stay put just here, but let's select this paragraph, click the rewrite feature, and it'll give us an example with a different tone. Let's go with this first one. Are you overwhelmed by the thought of constructing? Well, let's say that one doesn't sound right because the language needs to match the brand, but we still can come over here, select Peterman, and poetic, wanderlust, colorful, and let's select rewrite. And now we have different language that comes up based on the voice style. So let's use this one and we'll select this particular section, hit Command X, to go ahead and paste that out, just reformat that a little bit more. And now we have two different versions that we can look at just to see as we're building out the sales copy, what makes sense for what we want to use. This even works great when you're working on various emails. Now, one pro tip is that you can come over here to Genie Chat and you can paste in this specific section and you can say, rewrite this sales paragraph to be more energetic, direct, and fun while still focusing on the pain points in the paragraph. I can hit enter on my keyboard without it entering in only that information because we're not done yet, and then paste in the paragraph that we have over here, and then hit the send button and get the feedback. So now we can take this section that we have, let's create some space for it, paste in what Genie Chat has provided for us, and if we want to create this as a bullet point, we'll just select it, convert to a list, and then it'll drop it in as a paragraph. Sometimes hitting the plus button is not always going to work as well as you would hope. So we'll just need to use the options that we have just to move that paragraph around a bit. And now we can look at three different paragraph sections. What we originally had, the revised section, and asking Genie Chat to give us more specific detail to what we want, but still using the paragraph rewrite section just to give us some different options to choose from. And you can always come back in here within your specific project and make alterations and just see as you adjust the copy or the prompt copy, adding in additional details, you can continue to work on that specific section of your copy or whatever it is that you're working on when you're using ClarityScribe. I don't know about you, but being able to have paragraph after paragraph of written copy already done for you is such a stress reliever. And I'm so glad that this tool exists. So as you're going through and working and writing your copy, you are able to fill in the blanks versus just having a blank cursor stare back at you with the blink of death. But what if you're coming up with a masterclass and you need to draft the entire copy for that? What if instead of it taking days to draft a masterclass script, you were able to do that in a few minutes? Sounds crazy, I know, but that's exactly what we're covering in the next video. So make sure you check out the video coming up next because we are going through the masterclass script wizard.